Sanmanan. Quick disclaimer. I'm not talking about any gender in particular. I am not talking about any race. I'm not talking about any socio-economic class. I'm just talking generally. So I'm not trying to be malicious in what I'm about to say. I'm just trying to understand, and hopefully people can engage me and guide me and teach me. With that being said, if the shoe fits, wear it proudly. It's your shoe. And if it doesn't apply to you, just keep it moving. You know, again, guys, sometimes we need to have these hard conversations to keep each other accountable. So when I see something, I'll call it. And again, I might be wrong, I might be right. Just let me know. Okay, slut shaming. I've been told many times, Uguti, I slut shame. I've been told many times that I fat shame. Guys, as let me give you a bit of a story. So when I was still in education, so education from my experience is a very old profession, meaning that the average age of teachers tends to be in the 40s, later 40s, 50s, etc. And me, now when I started teaching, I was obviously in my early 20s, mid 20s, and I was always called a baby by the staff. They weren't saying it in a malicious way. They were saying it in a way, Woody, look, most of them are 15, 20 years my senior. So I got it. I understood that. I started moving around. Even when I was 30 and I was teaching, I was still called a baby because, again, when you're looking at an average age that might be around 40 or 45 or 50 in this particular school, I still am a baby because these people are 20 years older than me. I then played for a rugby team where I was significantly older than the other guys. So now I'm sitting in a rugby team where I'm like 32, 33, and the other guys are like 22, 23. And when they would tease me as a joke, they'd call me Hey, again, because I'm significantly older than them. This is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that being young or being old is relative based on the group, and more importantly, based on how I see myself. Because all of this is how I see myself. So again, someone can call me a baby, because how they see it from the outside looking at me, they see me very young compared to them. And then some people can call me old in comparison to them. Now, back to slut. If you're not a slut, if you don't feel like a slut, what am I shaming? I'm not shaming nothing, So I have my own views. My view is if you've had X many sexual partners, X, again, it is subjective. For me, it is if you have X many within a certain time. To give you an example, if you've had, let's say, 10 partners and you are 30 years old, 10 partners, you're 30, assuming that you've spaced them out, I don't see that as a slut. My personal view, you might be different. However, if you have had 10 partners within a space of 6 months, I see you as a slut. Can you see the difference? Do you understand the difference? Again, that's my view. Doesn't mean it'll be someone else's view. My views might be very, very different. With that being said, again, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Am I not allowed to have an opinion? If you're going around and you are sleeping with people, you don't even know their surname. This could be your cousin. You don't know their surname. You don't know where they're from. You went drinking bottles. Next thing you leave with this person. All you have is first name or nickname. You don't even, maybe some of you guys call this person baby or sweetie, whatever the case may be, because you don't even know their name. It happens many times. Come on, guys. Come on. Now I'm slut shaming. I'm pensing you body shaming. What am I body shaming? What am I body shaming? To some of my friends, who are bodybuilders, they say I'm fat because I don't have like striations and what's what. They call me fat. To other people, they call me skinny. To other people, they call me big. However people through their lenses view me, that's how they view me, and they'll say what they say. It is up to me to take offense to it. If you listen and you read up on the Stoics always speak about how things happen out there, and you then choose to take them from out there and then make them about yourself. You bring it in intrinsically, and you're the one. Anxiety is not out there. Anxiety is in here. Depression is not out there. It's in here. So for me, when I hear people saying, "Are you shaming me?" I'm like, no, you understand that what you have done or how you have moved is embarrassing. according to your own standards. That's why you're ashamed. You're ashamed. You're ashamed. Because there's so many people. I've got very heavy people in my family that I love so much. So much. And if I say, hey, let's do it, they understand what the person is saying it from a point of, but take it this, I'm joking, I'm saying, because they'll say something mean, 10 times mean back to me, and we'll keep at it. And we'll keep at it. I'm not trying to insult anyone. Obviously, if I'm insulting you, and that's my intention to insult you, that's a different conversation. That is a totally different conversation. If I'm just talking, I'm saying, no, this is my view. This is my view. I might be judgmental, but I'm not saying what you should change based on how I view life. If you want to carry on being fat, go for it. If you want to carry on being this, go for it. That's on you. But it won't change my view. And worst of all, it won't make me stop saying what I'm saying. If you were a convicted rapist, let's say, and you go to prison and you whatever, and you come back, and I was like, hey, that guy used to be a convicted rapist. Oh, don't now shame me. How? You chose to put yourself in there. I was listening to Shannon Sharp yesterday, interviewing Stephen A. And he spoke about his experiences when he was at college. And he said, Wuti, in his first year, he was in the academically slow class, And he speaks about how other people in his class were so embarrassed that they were in the academically slow class. And he's like, he didn't understand that. He's like, guys, we put ourselves in this class. We are the ones that didn't study as well as we could. We're the ones that didn't do this. We're the ones, some of us might have challenges. That means you might do something, you have to be even harder at it. If you know what genetically you are, let's say, not talented sports-wise, you need to put in more effort versus everyone else. If I know that I'm not talented academically, I now need to know that if everybody else is studying an hour, I need to study an hour and a half. So he says, look, I put myself in that situation, so I'm accountable for that, and therefore I'm still proud to have this opportunity to fix it. So if you know what you are not where you need to be physically, and you're the one that put yourself in there, maybe you sleep for too long, you take naps, you eat whatever you want to eat, you don't exercise as much as you should, take accountability. Instead of asking the rest of us, the world, to keep quiet, oh, you guys must shush, I must carry on eating KFC skin. No. We are saying what we see. If you want to carry on your life, perfect. If you want to change your life, perfect. If people are going out there to insult you, total different story. I'm just saying it how it is. Again, my intention is not to insult. My intention is to be honest and observant. My family spoke so much, we had this whole thing where, like, my brother and my sister were talking about my blind spots. Yeah, okay, sharp on the receiving end because I'm human, it touched the nerve. But I understand they weren't saying it maliciously. I understand they were saying it purely because they want me to become a better person. Their intention was pure. And it was me internally who was ashamed. It was me internally who was embarrassed. And therefore, it felt sharp when I received it. If I want to change, I will change. If I do not want to change, I will not change. But it's not them who's shaming me. They're not. They say, hey, bro, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say yes to 1. I'll think about 2, 3, and 4. No. Am I not allowed to say that? They are not being malicious. They're saying it how it is because they want me to be better. All of a sudden, I must let you sleep with the whole of Joburg because it is your liberal. Okay, do it. But when you ask my opinion, I'll say it. If I'm having conversation with people, I'll bring it up. If you decide to just eat KFC skin and not go to gym in a day in a life, I'll say that. I'll bring it up. If you decide to be touched and triggered, whatever the case may be, good on you. I'm not trying to say it in a malicious way. I have family members who have diabetes, who have gout, who have high blood, who have cholesterol, all these things because of the choices they've made. Yes, I understand we have not all been dealt the same genetic cards. Therefore, some people need to work harder than others. Therefore, some people need to put the fork down a lot more than others do. That's just how life is. Whether you say it's fair, unfair, it does not matter. So again, I'm very confused about this shaming thing. I'm very confused. There's many different shaming. This shaming. Guys, let's have this conversation. Comment, share, like, dislike. Let me know how you feel around this whole slut shaming, fat shaming, body shaming, ama shaming, shoe shaming, whatever the case may be. I think some people need to be called, oh, you economically shaming people. Oh, I don't want to date a broke. Oh, I don't want to date a broke. Oh, we must tag you. Hey, stop financially shaming those people. Anyway, guys, that was my little rant. But yeah, it's just we're in a weird society. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, share. Guys.